The Fox 9 Morning News starts now.
All righty, get your taste buds warmed up. We've got a mouth-watering morning in store for you. It is Minnesota Monthly's second annual GrillFest today at the Depot. And Todd Walker's getting ready for some summer live in Minneapolis this morning. Good morning, Todd. Well, you're nice and dry.
Good morning, Karen. Yes, let's not talk about the weather. It's going to be absolutely fine. And down here at the Depot, as you can see, we are covered, rain or shine. This is going to be absolutely a great, great day. And it is GrillFest, second annual GrillFest. They moved it over here. It's $30 in advance, $35 at the door. Starts at 1 o'clock today. This area here is going to be filled with different vendors, all teaching you everything you need to know about grilling. But Karen, this is going to be a really fun morning because I am going to take you through all the steps in grilling with all the different proteins. So we're going to take you through pork, we're going to take you through chicken, we're going to take you through beef, and we're going to take you through salmon, and we're going to talk to you about all the pairings of wine from St. Michel Winery and how to pick out the absolute perfect wine. So we're going to start this morning with pork, and I'm here with our friends from the St. Louis Park Woodfire Grill, who's going to talk to us about pork. And are we doing a dance here? If I go over here, you're going to go over there? So come on right over here. All right. So let's talk a little bit about pork, Eric. So let's look and see what you have here. What are your tips for cooking perfect pork on the grill?
Right away, you want to start with a hot fire so you make a good mark and sear the meat right away. And then you want to lower it down so you can cook the inside because it's pork, so you want to make sure it's kind of cooked inside.
Okay, so what is the difference between your tips between pork and any of the other proteins?
Like beef, you want to lower down the heat. What you want to do is let it rest, so all the juice that is inside the beef go back inside, and then you don't have dry meat.
All right, so these are some of the great dishes, and Karen, we're going to show you some of these at the end, and these are all from the St. Louis Park Woodfire Grill. Now we're going to talk wine. So we are here with Peter from St. Michel Winery. Good morning. So tell us a little bit about how you pick out the perfect wine for pork.
Well, pork is a delicate meat, so you don't want a wine that's going to overpower the pork, and the sauces and how they cook it are very important. So with the particular dishes that we have here, we're going to be matching a white wine, Riesling, which is a fantastic grilling summer white wine, and also a Pinot Noir to complement the dishes that he's doing.
All right, so Peter, you're going to be with us all morning. So Karen, Steve, is this going to be great? Now we taught you all about pork, so there's no excuses not to cook your pork perfectly, and the wine, the Riesling, and another selection here, and the Noir. All right, so guys, so when we come back, I believe it's going to be chicken. Beef, we're going to do beef. So Karen, if you have any questions, or Steve, any questions, let me know.
Well, I sure know you were cooking up
you.
pork because you said pork about 100 times. All right, thanks, Todd. All right, nothing says Minnesota summer better than grilling. And today it's all about the barbecue at the Depot in Minneapolis. Todd Walker is live at GrillFest this morning, dodging all the thunderstorms out there. Hey, Todd.
Karen, let's stop talking about the thunderstorms. It's going to be absolutely a perfect day. 1 o'clock today. It's going to be great. And we are... Why is Steve laughing? It's not funny. I'm the one who's going to be out there running in the rain in a little bit. And we're under the Depot covering here, so there's no worries whatsoever. There's going to be a stage right here with great live music. And here's all the grilling you're going to need right here with the green egg. So, Karen, the last segment we talked to you about pork. We gave you all the tips and what you need to do to cook pork. Now we're moving on to beef. If you're not an expert, by the time we're done this morning, something's wrong. So we've got our beef expert. Colleen, good morning.
Good morning, Todd. Nice to see you.
Okay, Colleen, so you're going to tell us how we cook the perfect beef on the green egg or any other grilling. What are your tips for us?
Well, beef prices are going up, so people are wanting to keep beef affordable, and it's great for the grill. So what I did today was a great flank steak, a marinated flank steak, great recipe that we have from Beef It's What's for Dinner. And I cooked it on the green egg, about 1.5 pounds, marinated it last night, and it's just wonderful for slicing and putting on a fresh green salad for the summer.
All right, you cooked me up a burger over here, too.
Gourmet burgers. This is a bacon and cheddar burger. You can take bacon bits and cheddar cheese, shredded cheddar cheese, put it in your burger, great on the grill. You just want to make sure you cook your beef, your ground beef particularly, to 160 so it's safe.
All right, so there's our tips for beef, Karen. So we've managed pork, we've got the beef. Now, what about the perfect pairing of wine? So we've got Peter here, our wine expert, which, by the way, Karen, they are raffling off a green egg today from our friends at Red Diamond Wines. All right, so Peter, beef, wine. What is your tips for picking out the perfect wine?
Well, beef is a very full-flavored meat, so you want a wine that stands up to that. Here in the summertime when it's warm, you also don't want a wine you want one that's kind of refreshing. You don't want one that dries out your mouth. 2 wines here from Red Diamond. One's called Temperamental. The other one's a Malbec from Argentina. Perfect for this. They have fruit-forward flavor, so you don't get that dryness, but it stands up to this kind of this full-flavored meat.
All right, so that wine is going to be fine with a burger, with the flank steak, with a kebab. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It's good for all purposes here.
All right, so Karen, now, do you have any questions for me when it comes to beef? Because this is our beef expert and our wine expert. Remember, we've got beef, we've conquered pork, we're going to go to chicken, and we're going to go to salmon. So all you have to do is fire away. Now, you've got to tell me, what is one of the biggest mistakes people make when cooking beef?
Well, they overcook it usually because beef should not be cooked sort of to medium. If you cook it well done, you lose that tenderness and that flavor with beef. So a lot of people cook it overcook it. The other thing they don't do is carve it correctly. And you always want to cut beef across the grain because that gives you the best bite with the beef.
All right. Well, you know what, Colleen? I think I'm just going to have you over to my house, and I'm going to have Peter over, the wine expert, and they're going to cook it all for us. Well, Karen, we're going to have a lot of fun down here all day long at GrillFest. Remember, music on the stage, $30. If you buy your tickets in advance, $35 at the door. And what do you think, Karen? Do you have one of these red eggs?
Well, no,
Because
the green. It would be
red
a
eggs,
green
green
egg.
eggs.
Yes, the green egg. No, I don't have a green egg, but you're
Yeah,
becoming the
okay.
expert because you're getting the hands-on stuff. So I'm thinking, with your new expertise, you come over to my house, and you can grill for me. It'll be perfect.
Oh, Karen, I seem to be losing you. I seem to be losing you, Karen. So I'm not. I can't pick up anything you're saying right now. So we'll see you in a little bit with chicken and salmon. So whatever you said, I didn't hear. Back to you.
All right. Thanks, Todd. Thanks a lot. It is 8:05 now. Wine, beer, and food hot off the grill. Get it all this weekend at Minnesota Monthly's GrillFest. You can find smoking food and some great deals. And Todd Walker is live with a big preview. Good morning, Todd.
Good morning, Karen. Smoking food. I'm kind of liking your terminology there. Yes, Karen, we're down here at GrillFest. Right behind me here, there'll be 100+ vendors all getting ready to set up right now for the 1 o'clock show, plus music all afternoon. It runs today. It runs tomorrow. It's going to be a great time. And, Steve, just so you know, the rain is settling down here, downtown Minneapolis. Well, we talked a little bit about beef earlier. We talked a little bit about pork, and I'm going to give you a test at the end, Karen, because what are your tips for cooking the perfect beef, cooking the perfect pork? But now we're moving to the infamous chicken. How do you create the best chicken? How do you do it so it's not dry on the grill? So we pulled in our Golden Plump expert, Rory. Rory, let's see what you're cooking up here. So, Rory, give me some tips in cooking the perfect chicken.
Well, the perfect chicken is made on a grill with medium to medium-high heat. You just cook it 5 to 6 minutes aside. And you know your chicken's done when the juices run clear and it reaches an internal temp of 165 degrees.
Okay, Rory, here's the issue. Every time I go to somebody's house, they talk about the perfect chicken. Even my dad does it a little dry. My brother, everybody, and I always pretend I like it, and I've got to wash it down with some wine that our friend over here, Peter, has. So how do you make it not so dry? Just coat it with sauces?
Coat it with sauces, or you know what? Today's people are starting to use more and more dark meat chicken, which tends to stay a little bit more moist. So try it out. Try the dark meat chicken, thighs and drumsticks. You'll end up making a better chicken and probably pleasing your family.
All right, Rory, I'm going to give this a try at the end of the show. So those are your tips, Karen. All right, so Mom Squad's going to be down here helping us identify good, bad chicken. You don't want bad chicken, and you're going to be sharing some recipes. What's your favorite recipe?
Absolutely. My favorite is going to be the peachy chipotle grilled chicken here. That's my favorite, and I actually made you some here, so you can try that as well. Mom Squad, we're on a mission to rid the world of bad chicken.
Rid the world of bad chicken. That's the mission. All right, so now what about pairing the perfect wine, Peter? We've gone through beef. We've gone through pork. What are we going to do when we're serving chicken?
Well, with chicken, it's a lighter meat. It's a whiter meat, so you don't want a wine that overpowers that meat. We've got a red wine, Pinot Noir from Red Diamond. The Pinot Noirs tend to be on the lighter side. It's a little bit more delicate. Will pair it perfectly with that chipotle. And over here, we've got this apricot flavor, so I'm matching it with a Riesling, which also has apricot nuances. A perfect match for that.
All right, Peter, thanks for your help. All right, that's the chicken tips, Karen. So we've got the wine, we've got the chicken. We should be all set. What is the one protein we are missing? That would be salmon. So when we come back in half an hour, we're going to do salmon. And at the end, we're going to do a wrap with all of them. The wine, the pairing, everything's set. I got to tell you, if anybody isn't a perfect griller after being with us today, they've got a problem. All right, Karen, salmon
I
at
just
the
hope
end,
I
and
hope
we're
my
going to
husband's
quiz
watching.
you, so be ready.
Oh, I hope my husband's watching so he can be the perfect griller.
Why, is he a dry chicken cooker? Probably.
No, he's pretty
Probably
good.
dry
He's pretty
chicken
good.
cooker. All right,
But my
well-
brother-in-law is known for burning hamburgers, so maybe
Have
he's
me over.
watching. All right. Thanks, Todd. 8:35, local chefs, entertainment, and grilling demos take center stage today at the Depot in Minneapolis. If you love to grill, then you're going to want to check out GrillFest. Todd Walker is live at the Depot with more this morning. Getting your grill on, Todd.
Getting my grill on is right, Karen. Karen, this is going to be packed with 100 different vendors this morning. Today at 1 o'clock. It's $30 if you buy your tickets in advance, $35 at the door. We've been going through all the different proteins. We have one left remaining, and that is salmon. So we're here with Larry. Larry, let's see what you have under the egg. All right, so Larry, what is your tip for cooking the perfect salmon on the grill?
Well, cook it about 375. You want to oil the fish and actually start it flesh side down. You see how the grill marks are? Leave it for about 2 minutes. Don't touch it. And then you can take it, turn it if you want to crisscross on that, and leave it for another 2 minutes, and then flip it to the other side and look for it to turn just opaque. So when it moves from translucent to opaque, take it off the heat and it'll continue to cook.
All right, that sounds like quite the science. You're going to be down here doing demonstrations on the egg. Karen, I have to tell you, there is going to be 15 different green eggs all set up here, and one special deal also going on. Our friends over here from Chateau Saint Michel Winery is going to be giving away a grill today as well, right?
Exactly. We're going to be raffling off down here, and come on in, put in your raffle. We'll give it away today.
Okay, so now you've been taking the different proteins. Now, if you're serving salmon, what is your suggestion for the perfect wine?
We're sticking with the whites here, and Chateau Saint Michel Riesling is that perfect wine for both salmon and just grilling in general. So we have two types here. One's a little bit drier and one's a little bit sweeter, and they both complement salmon perfectly.